So the Flame Award. We're super excited to have everyone here again. This is a community that's unlike any other. I want to thank the Logic Group, which Jay actually started. So big round of applause for Jay again for starting the Logic Group, which I want to say is more than 2,500 members strong now. So again, a worldwide community, a lot of people who were involved in basically participating in and reviving the dialogue. And actually, we used to have something called Flame News, and now the Logic Group has pretty much displaced that. Hey, Andy, how are you? As we get into this, I do want to thank our partners, our sponsors, who have generously contributed to this event. We're going to have a toast a little bit later on them. So AJA, HP, NVIDIA, and Wacom. And Wacom actually, yes, thank you guys for them. Those guys are awesome. They've been longtime partners of ours, and they really are what enables us to do what we do with our great software. So great, thanks to them. And actually, Wacom has a special gift for the award winner at the end of the night and the end of the event, which is a golden Wacom tablet. So if you ever wanted, yeah, I know, I love that, right? That's a great. I want a golden Wacom tablet, I'll tell you. All right, so with that, I just want to say as we get started, what separates Flame really from any other software is the artists that use it. It is really the people who show off, what they can do with the software, and sometimes they actually really surprise us. You can see in Jay's case, there really was all these things that I didn't expect him to show. That were coming out. I think, Will, you were a bit surprised, weren't you?
There's some crazy stuff in there. I mean, he hijacked our whole renderer.
Yeah.
And it's just one of the examples of the pure creativity and innovation.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, I love how he kept saying, so we just brought all this into action to then just ignore action and do what we want to do. But anyway, that's great stuff. So again, the artists continue to surprise us each and every time. When we put together these demos, we get these submissions from clients, and we're just blown away by the work that's out there. And we'll actually get to see some of the work highlighted in the nominations. So with that, I wanted to bring Will up and talk a little bit about something special that we're working on around celebrating artists. The theme of the show for us is Power to the Creative.
Yeah, I think everyone knows that my opinion is that our artists and the community is the single greatest thing to ever happen to a software company, and we're so fortunate to have such a great community of artists, and I think to sort of really put our money where our mouth is, actually, one of the things that's happening this year is our entire marketing campaign is being dedicated to what we call Create Amazing, which is really a marketing campaign around artists, celebrating artists. We even took some portraits of some of our artists, and maybe we could take a look at that now.
Now, do you want to call out who these folks are?
Yeah, so we have Kristen Richardson here, Greg Paul Malone, Eva Beer, Joel Osis, some sort of complete stories in their own right. Kristen here, part of the Ladies of Logic. Greg Paul, one of the action masters, one of the guys who's done some incredibly innovative work. Eva needs no introduction, I think. He's amazing stuff, innovations he's done, and then Joel there on the sort of pure community building side with his fishbowl.tv tutorials. He's been so generous and so community minded, and really, I mean, as you can see, our marketing campaign that you'll see going forward is really about celebrating the pure creativity and diversity that we know we have in our artists and our community. And I just think, we're very fortunate to have that. I'm glad that our management really got behind our team here and said, let's celebrate this, and that's exactly what happened.
Yep, and actually you're seeing it first here at the award ceremony. Yep. This website has officially gone live right now, as of right now.
Okay,
so
great.
Please, after the event, go check it out. All right, so with that, speaking of celebrating the artist and taking a look at the creativity, Why don't we move to looking at some of the nominees, this year's nominees for the Flame Award?
Let's do it.
So Adrian Servadio, Bruno Maillard,
Elle refusera, par amour. Derrière chaque victime de la route, il y a des victimes.
Carl Norton,
I'll go it alone. That's how it must be.
Dan Bowers,
It will hurt.
Gonzalo More, Grant Connor, Ivar Beer, so we're about halfway through. That's 7 of the 14 nominations. I do want to just say that as we go forward, I may not be able to pronounce all of the names correctly. So I want a little bit of a caveat there.
And maybe mention we would have nominated Toba-san, who built this sequence, but he's an employee, so he doesn't count.
Yeah, Toba-san is not eligible for
But he's
this
a pretty
award.
great flame artist. Legend. All right, let's get back to your Oscars.
Let's try my best Oscar voice for this. Jesper Nybro. Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah.
Jongjinder Singh. I didn't get to the last part, but
Joginder.
definitely a worthy nominee. Sorry about that one. Oh, we know Marios Theodosi. Yes, of course. Legend. Masaiki Sakamoto. Tim Davies.
Ever learned is that if you fill your brain with knowledge, then there won't be any room for dreams. And
Tim Osborne. Yves Delforge. Awesome work.
They all are.
Incredible,
Amazing.
incredible work. And I want you to know that these 14 people are responsible for more car sales than anyone else in the world.
I think you're right.
Am I right?
I think you're right.
Of course. Okay, so just an incredible, just a range, a variety from all around the world. The submissions were truly a global group of submissions. And I thought at this point it would probably make the most sense to kind of describe the criteria, a little bit what went behind
And remember the two previous winners, of course.
Of course, yeah. So again, remember that this is becoming quite a hall of fame, right? We started, the first Flame Award went to Vika Sharabani of The Artery in New York. And then the last winner was James Senad from Saint Georges in Paris. So again, I mean, imagine continuing that honor into this event tonight. So
yeah. And indeed, if you think about how on earth would you pick a winner, we can tell you that from the 14 there, they were nominated by our community, by their peers, if you like, and 70% of the votes came from the community. And then we formed a panel of judges. Again, four or five peers. Again, all great flame artists in their own right. Some of them are here. I see them. Some of the judges are here, and really it was quite a heated discussion actually. Especially between the judges over what made this award at this time and what was important to Flame right now, if you like. The basic criteria that we gave, just so you know, were to be a master of the system, a master of Flame, to be a sort of a new up-and-coming artist, and really just the contributions to the creativity, to the community, all factored in, and the decision was unanimous across the voting in the community, and indeed, by majority in the community, and also unanimous between the judges.
yeah, I was fortunate enough to have moderated two rounds of discussions. Again, very interesting conversations about how people interpreted what the best flame artist of the year really meant.
Yep.
Some people were like, ability to, as a visual effects supervisor, to lead large teams.
Yep.
Some people were in the camp of, no, the flame artist who really carries the heavy load themselves. So there was a lot of back and forth. But as you said, mastery of flame, incredible VFX work, up-and-coming artist, community, contribution to the community, as well as we also talked about technical achievement and contribution as well. So again, with that, suspense, have we got the suspense going?
Have we built it up?
Just get it over with. All right, enough already. Bill, I am so pleased to announce that the winner of this year's Flame Award is Ivar Beer. Ivar, come on up. Come on up. Dude, this is so awesome. I am so pleased. And again, actually, at this point, I need to take off my jacket. So we're not. We're about to hand it over, but I think what we're going to do, Mark, first is we're actually going to play a little clip of...
celebrate a little of Ivar's visuals.
Yes, we're going to play a little of Ivar's visuals here. And what I wanted to say at this point, actually, Ivar, is, again, it was a unanimous decision by the judges, and our theme is power to the creative, but I think the unanimous decision was because you empower the creative. You are the person who they felt was most responsible for just basically taking everybody's work to the next level. So empowering that, huge community, I mean, it's a tremendous honor. So with that, I have the VP. Come on up, Mark. This is, he's the guy responsible for all the development for all of our film and television tools. So Mark Stevens, thank you very much for being here. And with that, I think you can present Ivar the award. It's amazing. I'm kind of verklempt a little bit because I just think of Ivar. I mean, he's such a sweet guy. He's done so much. He's so generous. Again, I went to IBC. He was able to get 200 people at our Logic party, and everybody was just coming and crowding around him. He's a very kind of humble and quiet guy.
Yeah, I remember that.
And a little bit nervous. He doesn't like public speaking, but I mean, your hard work, speaks for itself. So thank you again. So, hold it up. Let's get a photo.
Yeah, I think, as you said, Bill, like the fact that our community would feel how important that this kind of empowering and creating stuff for creatives is, means that you're the award winner. I think is right on, and I congratulate you, mate. It's fantastic.
It's fabulous. So Ivar's going to stick around. We're going to toast him. Oh, is this one yours or? Okay, well I'm going to toast you right now. And we also want to ask Andy Milkus to come up, if you don't mind. Andy, if you're here, I know you're here. I saw you. There he is, Andy. Because Andy's going to announce another very cool thing that is community driven. Again, remember the voting was all driven by the community. The nominations were by the community. And Andy is a huge part of the community.
Thank you.
I just want to say that the most exciting thing for me is to see all of these Flame user groups springing up all around the world. I mean, the one in Atlanta, the one in Dallas, the one in New York, the one in LA, we got Chicago. I mean, they just keep coming and coming, and you've just been such a huge part of generating that excitement and bringing huge crowds to the events in New York. So hats off to you, Andy. Really appreciate it. So tell us a little bit about what you've come to talk about now.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Bill. My name is Andy Milkus. I'm the Director of Visual Effects at Spontaneous in New York. And I have a big announcement from the New York user group, and that is we are bringing back One Frame of White again. That's your cue. Thank you very much. This is there we go. Thank you very much. This is our third annual One Frame of White contest, and this is going to absolutely be the best one that we've ever had. Could I get the next slide up?
Yeah, it's there.
Oh, thank you, Bill. We started a little bit of history. One Frame of White, the contest started in 1999 right here at NAB. It ran once, and the criteria was to have a flame artist make the most amazing thing, create the most amazing thing they could think of, using only one frame of white as their source. And at the New York User Group, we brought back the contest 2 years ago, opened it up to flame artists around the world, and we've gotten some absolutely amazing results.
And that's all you could use, just a frame of white. You can't.
Yeah, you can use any tool that's in Flame, and plus your imagination, of course. And that's the trick, the catch. You give us your setup, we load it in, and as long as we have one frame of white on the machine, we're going to get the same result.
Exactly.
And again, the results have been stellar. But this is going to be the best one frame of white ever, I guarantee it, and I'm going to tell you why. Next slide, please.
Next slide, please.
Perfect. We listened to some feedback from people who've entered in the past, and so the first thing we're making different for this year is more time. All right, we're giving artists 3 months to turn in their project. Flame artists are very busy people, as I'm sure you all know. And so the contest starts today. It ends on July 10th, and that's 3 months to turning your work. We're also allowing for the first time in the contest Sapphire Sparks. Round of applause, please, for Sapphire Sparks. Thank you. Yes.
Gary will be
our
happy.
Friends, oh, I know. Our good friends at Gen Arts have made available to everybody who registers for one frame of white a special temp license, so you can use Sapphire V9 in your project. It's going to be fantastic. They're the makers of the best plugins on planet Earth, as we all know. So a big thank you to all our friends at Gen Arts. Please go visit them at the booth.
Yep.
Next slide. But I think the biggest thing I can announce for this year is we've had so many flame artists say to us over in the past, we want to participate in one frame of white, but we can't get access to our flame or our flare system at work because they're so busy. So our dear friends at Autodesk have made available a temp license, a special temp license of flame or flare for OS 10 to anybody who registers for the contest. So all you have to do is sign up. It's a full, thank you very much. Yes, this is a big one.
Good
This is when we want to be clapping, yes.
Nice.
But yes, as long as it's available to current customers only. So if you have a license of Flare, Flame Premium, I memorized this, Flame Premium, Flare, or Flame Assist, or you work for a place that has one.
Yes.
Fill out the form online. We'll get you the information you need, and you're off to the races. And we have absolutely the best lineup of prizes that we've ever had. Next slide.
You don't have your normal transitions that I love so much.
Oh, I know. Normally, I have crazy.
He's the keynote
It's
guy.
what happens when you give a flame artist access to PowerPoint or something. We go nuts. First place is we have a drone, a 3D solo quadcopter. with a GoPro Hero 3, courtesy of our friends at Alt Systems. Big applause.
Wow,
please.
nice.
Thank you very much. Second place, a full-size 12.1-inch iPad Pro, 128 gigs, courtesy of our good friends at Synesys
Awesome.
Oceana. Thank you very much. And third place is licensed to Sapphire Sparks V9 on any platform you'd like, courtesy of our dear friends at Gen Arts.
Thanks again,
Thank you.
Brian and Gary. Thank you.
Do you have a handheld?
I do, in fact, have
Because
a handheld.
I want to bring up real quick Darren Hoffmeyer from
Darren.
Method Studios in Atlanta, who was our winner last year. Darren Hoffmeyer, ladies and gentlemen, from Atlanta.
Method Studios.
Thank you.
In the house.
And I just wanted to ask you, Darren, what did you think of participating in One Frame of White? And what would you say to somebody who was thinking of participating in a contest?
Well, thank you, Andy. I really enjoyed the process of doing One Frame of White, and I learned a lot from it. And that's the main thing, I think, if I were to say to anyone here that's sitting here, anyone that's watching beyond, if you've ever had even the slightest inkling of thought about doing a One Frame of White entry, do it. Because you're going to learn so much, so many little tricks and techniques and workarounds and things that will make you a better artist. And you're going to use them on your next job. That's what happened with me, you know. So the process of actually making this is much more rewarding even than the prizes. So ultimately, I would just recommend it to anyone. And also the sharing of knowledge, because your setups are up online for everyone to view. And so there's this great community aspect of it as well in terms of sharing knowledge. So that's all I would have to say. Just go for it. Do it.
Well, so Darren, does that mean, can I count on you for an entry this year?
Absolutely.
All right, then we have a contest, ladies and gentlemen. We have our first entrant here. So if you can go to the next slide. The contest is open. It starts now. You just go to oneframeofwhite.com to register. And everybody have a wonderful NAB and flame on, everybody. So thanks, Bill.
Thank you, Andy. All right, so as we wrap
Thanks,
up,
man. Thank
and
you
then
very
we'll
much.
be distributing lots of glasses of Prosecco. Again, I want to thank our sponsors. What's that? Back a frame. We need to go back one frame so that people can capture. Please go back one frame, Topasan, if you don't mind, so they can capture the information on the One Frame of White contest. Justin's going to join. That's good. Okay, so with that, I do want to thank our sponsors once again. Again, could not do any of this without them. AJA, HP, NVIDIA, and Wacom. And remember, in addition, oh, wow, I think I took the legs off of that guy. Ivar, in addition to this incredible trophy, you're also going to have the golden Wacom tablet from Wacom. So anyway, again, thank you guys very much. Have a great rest of your NAB, and appreciate everyone coming out, and have a great show. Thanks.